Hi Bixie babies and welcome to my channel. Okay, welcome back. So I know Valentine is near and all of you ladies out there are excited, and I know you're all planning to do a glamorous look. Today I decided to do something on makeup. Actually this is a suggestion from one of my friends, and I'm going to be showing you how to do your eyebrows for beginners. So if you've been trying to draw these ones, and end up drawing door handles or something funny, so today I'm going to show you how I draw mine. And any kind of information that I'm going to be telling you, any kind of product I'm going to be using, brushes. Number one, I am not a professional makeup artist. No, I'm not. And I'm going to try to be as detailed as possible for someone who's still struggling with his babies. And well, let's hop to it. So in tip number one for beginners, always ensure that your eyebrows are neat. Let me just use that word, neat. So if you're one of those people whose eyebrows grow like crazy, you can be going to the salon like maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. But this is something that you can also do on your own from the comfort of your home. You can trim your eyebrows and shape them. That way you're making things much more easier for yourself. Because if you see my eyebrows, I have hair from here to here, but the other part is history. Yeah, I blame my genes. So funny story, I have never trimmed my eyebrows. I have never ever trimmed my eyebrows. They've been like this from day one. So if you're like me, then I guess you're lucky, because you never have to go through the process of trimming them first before doing them. But if your eyebrows grow a lot more than mine, make sure that you trim them before you start drawing your eyebrows. So that's tip number one for beginners. And so we're going to begin. I've already sharpened my eye pencil, so I'm not going to be using a mirror because I want to focus completely on you guys so that you can see me, because if I use a mirror I might be facing this side and you might not be able to see everything. So if you have this I can't find mine. Okay, there's this tiny comb for eyebrows. If you're a beginner you might use that, you might make yourself use that, but I don't, because well, I don't have that much hair to comb anyway, so I just draw my eyebrows like that. So if you have that tiny comb, you can start by combing your eyebrows downwards. So I'm just assuming this is a comb, so you're going to comb upwards then downwards. Okay, up then down. And at this point I'm assuming that you've trimmed your eyebrows. So when you're combing upwards, the hair is at a very low angle that it's not going to look weird by the time you're finishing them. So I normally start with my lower side, which is here. So I'll start by drawing a line from here to here, and then when I reach this point, since you can see I don't have hair from this angle going downwards, so I'm going to follow the exact shape of my eyebrows to that point where I actually have hair, to that point. as you can see, the other part I just have to carve out my own shape. So we've drawn all the way, and please follow the outline of your eyebrows. You don't want to draw funny looking eyebrows, you want realistic eyebrows. So when I reach here, I'm just going to draw a tail. And another thing, try not to draw extremely long tails, it's going to look weird. And this eye pencil, it's just not doing me justice. I'm sorry about that. The eye pencil, it's not that visible. We're going to go in with this one. So I'm just going to repeat the same process I did with the second eye pencil, because the first one was just not doing what I wanted it to do. So as you can see, we've already drawn that lower line. There. So if I begin drawing my upper line, I already have an outline of what my eyebrows are going to look like. And this is very important. Number one, if you're starting to draw your eyebrows, I'm assuming you're a beginner watching this, do not, how to say this, avoid drawing your eyebrows straight like this. Do not draw them. Okay, so I'm going to draw what I'm saying do not on this side so that we can see the difference. So by saying do not draw your lines completely horizontal, I mean this, doing this, okay, and then taking it down. Do you see that? You just drew a straight line and then you dragged it down. So I've seen this with so many people, and personally I think the reason why many women do this and not this is because many people, okay, not many, everyone has a different type of eyebrow shape. So if you meet me on the way anywhere, you're going to find that you're going to see that my eyebrows are going to go up, then slope downwards, you know, like which shape is that? You? No, not you. Okay, so I think the problem that, okay, I think the reason why many people do this mistake is because they've not understood that everyone has a different shape when it comes to their eyebrows. This is the shape of my eyebrows, and that's why if I draw this line upward and then downwards, it's not going to look weird on me, because this is the exact shape of my eyebrows if at all I had hair shaped like this. If I had any hair on the lower side of my eyebrows, it will make this shape. So you'd find another person whose eyebrows are like straight, they don't have this arc, they're just straight. And if you have that type of eyebrow, I don't expect you to be drawing your eyebrows like this, because then you'd be looking weird. So that's why I'm saying that you should strictly follow the shape of your eyebrows. I mean, it's Valentine season and you do not want to go on that date looking funny, you know, you want to look bomb. So follow the shape of your eyebrow. So if your eyebrow is shaped straight, I wish I had another face to show you. So if it's shaped straight, and then on the other side maybe you don't have that small arc, you know, you can't also draw your eyebrows straight like a box. You should always have this arc going downwards. So you just add this at the end of your, how's it called, at the end of your eyebrows. Kind of makes sense. So the main point is follow the shape of your eyebrows. You won't be having all these problems. So we already drew the lower side. Now we're going to draw the upper side. And another tip is avoid drawing from front to back when it comes to the upper side of your eyebrows, because you might draw from here by the time you're coming here, you realize that this angle that you're supposed to arc downwards, it will be somewhere here, you know. Or you'll find out that if you begin drawing from here, by the time you're done, your eyebrow is thick. The distance in between the lower line and the upper line is kind of weird, but for anyone who is a pro, they can do it anyhow they wish. But this is for any beginner out there, because personally, when I was beginning to draw eyebrows, this is self-taught, I used to draw them like this. I wish I had previous pictures, then I would have shown you, because I used to see people out there looking so cute with eyebrows drawn like this, but I never realized that they look cute because that's the shape of their eyebrows and it's not the exact shape of mine. So I was just copying another person's shape of their eyebrows, and that's why I ended up looking funny. So the tip number 2, I guess, is try to draw from the corner of your eyebrow. Okay, I think I rubbed this off. So this is the lower line. Try drawing from here and bring the line downwards like that. And the reason why I am saying you should draw from the back side and go to the other side, the beginning of your eyebrow, is because if you start drawing from this side and you're a beginner, by the time you reach here, it's going to be so hard for you to arc your brow downwards, because that's where the main problem is, arcing this downwards. So to make things easier for you, draw the lower line, because you can draw the lower line from here coming backwards unless you're a pro again. So after drawing your lower line, when you're about to draw your upper line, draw from the edge. Draw this line and then draw the arc, just a small arc. Before you even draw the front side of the eyebrow, you already have an idea of how your eyebrow is going to look like by the time you're done. So if you see the arc is too low, you can redo it. If it's too high, you can redo it. But always make sure that, since we are following the shape of our eyebrows, and all eyebrows have this arc, but it's normally kind of sharp. So since we cannot do this, let me show you here, this, you reach and then it's like a straight line, you know, so straight. When you reach here, try to arc it, draw that as if you're drawing a letter C. Yeah, a letter C or a U. So after drawing your arc, you can start drawing from this end and attach it to the arc you drew, like that, you see. And then another tip I have for beginners is once you've drawn, if you're a beginner, try extending these two lines. Try and extend them to, let's say, there. And the reason why I'm doing this is, again, everything I'm showing you here is something I've learned personally. It's something that I've tried out on my own and has worked. I used to draw terrible eyebrows, but now I'm able to draw realistic eyebrows that don't look funny at all. So everything I'm telling you is something that I've put into practice, and I can't be lying now, can I? So the reason why I'm asking the beginners to make sure they extend these two lines is because it reaches a point you use the same brush you're going to conceal our eyebrow with to sort of draw tiny lines in front of your eyebrows. And if you're a beginner and you do not extend these lines, if you start drawing those two tiny lines, you're going to realize that by the time you're finish, you realize that your eyebrow is like from here to here, because you've already wiped out the line, so your eyebrow looks like this. You see, we can only see this side, but from here going front we can't see anything because you already sort of wiped everything out with your brush. So that's why I'm saying, if you're a beginner, extend these two lines so that by the time you're drawing those two tiny lines, you'll have to start all the way from here. You see, so you will end somewhere here instead of starting here and then you end up here, and you realize that your eyebrow now looks like a total mess, a hot mess. So try doing this, it will really help. And another tip as to why it's good to extend these two lines: if you're a beginner, you'll find that you will draw this eyebrow and it will look, well, amazing. Then you draw the second, you'll draw the second eyebrow and it will either be lower than this one or higher than this one, so you'll end up looking funny. Let me give you an example. So let's say you finish drawing this one and you're drawing the second one, and something like this happens. You see? So you see, I'm pretty sure no one wants to walk around with eyebrows looking like this. And again, that's why I'm saying, every time you draw your first eyebrow, I normally start with my right eyebrow. It's much quicker for me. Make sure you extend these two lines, the lower line and the upper line, so that when you're drawing the second eyebrow, you have these two to guide you. So when you're outlining your lower line, you already know where it's supposed to be because of the other eyebrow. So you're going to use the first eyebrow as a guide. So you can try doing this. So since the lower line is here, draw a straight line. For this one, draw a straight line, so that when you're starting to draw this one, you'll know that its lower line is supposed to be here, so that it will match the other eyebrow. So yeah, try that. Okay, so and on to the next tip. I think it's tip number 4 or something. I lost count. So filling in, this is another thing. Number 1, I've seen people drawing eyebrows with a brown eye pencil and then filling in with a black eye pencil, and personally I think it's weird, because it's going to be dark inside the eyebrow but lighter outside the eyebrow. So it's weird. Like, the eyebrow itself, the outlined part is brown, like brown, literally brown, and then inside the eyebrow it's dark, like black. So if you're going to go with black, like many people use eyeliner.
So guys, point of correction, I did not mean eyeliner, I meant gel liner. It's gel liner.
Going to fill in with the same eye pencils. And if you're a beginner, avoid filling in your eyebrows starting from the front. Again, start from the back. Start with your wing. So by wing I mean this part, from here to here, the arc. And another thing, if you're filling in your eyebrow, avoid kufinyilia eye pencil. Avoid. Usishike ni kama unaandika notes, because then if someone looks at your eyebrows from a very, very close point of view, they're going to note lines drawn, because you were just being too hard, so you'll have all these harsh lines in between your eyebrows. So try to like be soft, like you'd shade a book. So just do it softly, but then not too soft that it looks empty. just fill in, but don't use too much force because we don't want all those harsh lines because you're going to look funny because there's still hair inside there. It's not like you're drawing an empty box, you know. So you just fill in your eyebrow, and we are here. Another tip: so when you start filling in the front side of your eyebrow, do not fill in as if you're still coloring a book. Do not draw lines like this. No, don't fill in your eyebrow like this because it's weird and we are going to note the lines. So you need to fill them like this. I need you to draw lines. You see how you draw grass if you're given a piece of paper and you're asked to draw grass. I know kila mtu ashaichora manyasi. Unachoranga tu, you know, light strokes from the lower side going up, but not straight lines, rather a bit curved, you know. Those are the types of lines you're supposed to draw when it comes to the front side of your eyebrow. So you need a very sharp eye pencil to draw those lines. So I'm going to sharpen mine. We're going to draw those lines. Make sure you draw them. And once you reach this part, draw the same lines, but now draw them upwards. This is only applicable when you reach the front part of your eyebrows. There you can draw them straight, but the other side, remember, slanted. And you can see my straight lines there. Yeah, like that. So right now the eyebrow is going to look all messy and it's not going to look anything cute. So it's time for us to clean this up using our concealer. And then when it comes to concealing, I want to show you a way I hold my brush personally so that I don't spend 2 hours and a half concealing one side of my face. So since it's angled, as you can see, it's straight and then slanted. So I'm going to hold it like this, and you're going to sort of draw a line as if you're drawing with an eye pencil. So it's so hard to use my phone as a mirror. So you're going to draw a line. Exact shape of what you've already drawn. And another mistake that I think many people make when it comes to outlining, you might be a pro when it comes to drawing your eyebrow with your eye pencil, but then where things go south is when it comes to you concealing your eyebrow. And this problem is that once you start concealing your eyebrow, some of you go too high and you erase the line that you had previously drawn with your eye pencil. Yeah, with your eye pencil. So you find that this is the shape of my eyebrow, so I'm going to use this one. Let me just roughly draw a line. This is the line, and I'm supposed to outline this. Okay, so I'm about to show you the mistake that many of you do. So this is what most of you do. Instead of drawing the line here, excuse me, so instead of drawing the line here, and by here I mean under the line that you had previously drawn with your eye pencil, you should draw the concealer, because we're practically drawing a line with our concealer, under that line, not over that line. So if we were to draw over that line, your eyebrow would look like this. Number one, can see. it looks disgusting. This is neat. This looks disgusting because number one, oh, even the brush is already dirty. You see, because it sort of picked up some of the eyebrow. I mean the eye pencil. So I think that's another mistake most of you do when you're concealing. Please do not go over the line you had drawn with your eye pencil. Draw below it. Okay? Good. And don't draw on the line, like literally on the line. Don't. Draw under the line because what we're doing is cleaning up the mess. Because as you can see, it was shaggy. It was looking all funny. So now we're just cleaning up the mess. So let's do the upper side. And just like I did while drawing, I don't start from here. I start from the corner. And feel free to add some product if you think that what you're using is not enough. So you can see, I can already see the shape. And personally, I love the full eyebrows. Some people draw thin eyebrows, but you draw what you're comfortable with, and I prefer this size. I don't know why, but in case you draw them and realize yours is no like mine and you don't want that, you can also go in with your concealer. Just go lower, just a bit, to try and thin that out. There, see? So now it's time to go back. This is what I normally do. I go back with this same brush to clean up the concealer, because as you can see, we don't want to look all white. Just like that. And so this is where this baby comes in. I use this to go in with no product, just the brush, a clean brush. As you can see, the concealer has already started to disappear, because we don't want all that concealer around our eyebrow as we walk in the streets. And when you're doing this, try to move the brush outwards, okay, like this, because after doing your eyebrows, I'm assuming you're going to do your face, like your foundation. So if you do this, it's like you're spreading the concealer all over your forehead, and that's no issue since you're going to still use foundation on your face. Back to this part. Do you remember when I asked you to elongate these two lines? So we're going to go back with the same brush, and I want you to draw lines, the same lines you drew with your pencil, but now I want you to draw this brush. But don't go all the way, just the front part of your eyebrow.
Okay, so that's how I do my eyebrows, and I hope I helped you today so that you don't end up drawing these babies but end up drawing something cute like this one. Do you see how neat? So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you find these useful. And if you do, please don't forget to like and leave a comment down there. And in case there's anyone who has a question on, the eyebrow, maybe something you did not understand, feel free to leave your question down in the comment section, and I am going to try my best and help you understand. So bye, Bixie babies, and go out there and rock this Valentine with those eyebrows. Don't go out there looking all funny. So bye, see you in my next video.